The Swachhata Run was followed by a tree plantation drive under the banner of Ek Ped Maa Ka Naam, where Governor planted saplings at Wards Lake and Raj Bhavan. The nationwide campaign aims to protect the environment and contribute to building a greener and more prosperous future. Raj Bhavan Shillong experienced an unprecedented flow of visitors as early as 5 a.m. as runners of different age groups turn up to register themselves for the 5.5 kilometer Swachhata Run under the banner of Swachhta Hi Seva to celebrate Gandhi Jayanti. More than 1,500 Shillongites participated in today's Swachhata Run hosted by the Raj Bhavan and the Central Bureau of Communication Shillong in association with the District Sports Office, East Khas Hills, Government of Meghalaya. The run was flagged off by Governor of Meghalaya, Shri C.H. Vijayashankar. The Swachhata Run is being organized with the objective to raise awareness on cleanliness and promote the central government's Swachhta Hi Seva among the people, said the governor. He appreciated the huge turnout of people braving the rain to participate in the marathon. The 5.5 kilometer Swachhata Run started from Raj Bhavan through St. Anthony's College, Shillong College, St. Mary's College, Don Bosco Square, La Imkra Market, Fire Brigade, St. Edmund's School, Mulkey Point, Barrack Point, Civil Hospital, Main Secretariat, DC Office and ended at Raj Bhavan, Shillong. In the open category men, Daniel L. Walang, Na Te Wang No and Dasaman Kindat came first, second and third respectively, while in the open category women, Mark Queen Les Ramsey, Purnai Kindat and Dublis Walang bagged the first, second and third positions respectively. Daniel L. Walang completed the race in 17.15 minutes, while Mark Queen Les Ramsey completed the race in 22.25 minutes. Prizes were also given to the runners above 50 years of age in both men and women categories. Additionally, the governor flagged off a mobile library of National Book Trust from the premises of the Raj Bhavan. It is part of the mobile book exhibition program that brings books to remote, rural and difficult areas of the country. The National Institute of Fashion Technology Shillong and the State Sericulture Department also exhibited their handlooms and other local tools of weaving as well as khadi products on the occasion. Meghalaya Minister for Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Shri A.L. Heck and other senior officials of the state and central governments participated in today's day-long program. During the Gandhi Jayanti celebrations at the Darbar Hall later that day, the governor paid floral tribute to Mahatma Gandhi and Lal Bahadur Shastri on their birth anniversaries.
It's indeed a privilege to welcome in our midst our Honorable Governor of Meghalaya, Sri C.H. Vijay Shankar sir. It is, sir, a very historic day in the history of Raj Bhavan. Very first time these many program and at this scale we are celebrating the birthday of our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Sir, with your inspiration, this time we in the Raj Bhavan we have a series of programs in coordination with the state government and other central government agencies, public and other social groups. So, sir, we had a cleaning drive today. We have a very unprecedented type Swachhata run of 5.5 kilometer, and it was raining heavily by that time, and our participants, we have around 1100 participants registered, but the number crossed more than 2000, and a great zeal and enthusiasm, sir. So it really, I appreciate your vision and inspiration for organizing such a program. As Father of Nation is considered his great work lies always in doing the Shramdan, self-service, and to make the environment clean. Cleanliness, he is just considering next to the holiness and godliness. So Meghalaya is one of the cleanest state in our country, and we have proudly telling we have the cleanest place, cleanest village in Asia, and most of the villages we find through community initiative, self-motivation, they make it clean. So we have a book fair through NBT, we have the exhibition from the Sericulture Department, National Book Trust side, and then National Institute of Fashion Technology and the Kasturba Seva Kendras in Meghalaya. So I welcome, sir, and I would like to, on behalf of the Raj Bhavan, with your vision, we are being able to conceptualize and organize these many programs.
Today, as we observe the 155th birth anniversary of Gandhi ji, it is very important for us to recall his messages, some of which are little known. We are all well aware of his contribution to the Indian independence movement, but today we remember him as an advocate for women's rights, for eradicating untouchability, and above all, for promoting peace and equality, both of which we really need in this day and age. And some of his less remembered words are, "Sanitation is more important than independence." He said this at a time when he had returned from the UK after his studies there in law. And when he came back, he found that our entire sanitation process in the country was in a shambles. And that's when he also said, unless you pick up the broom and the bucket, nothing will remain clean for long. Gandhi also said, when he came back to India, he said, I learned 35 years ago that a lavatory must be as clean as a drawing room. He believed very much in cleanliness, and he said this many times, that cleanliness is essential for both personal well-being and national progress. I think we need to be very stressful of these, we need to stress on these words, that cleanliness is essential for personal well-being and national progress. It was Gandhi's vision of a clean India that inspired the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan campaign. As torch-bearers of cleanliness and sanitation, Gandhi believed that we should reduce needless consumption. Think of our times today, when everyone, especially kids, are consuming Uncle Chips and then throwing all those plastic packages anywhere and everywhere. He says we need to reduce waste and confine dirt to its designated place. Cleaning up rivers and lakes and treating our environment with greater respect should be our motto. Above all, I like what Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. We are so used to talking and preaching, but we do so little. And I want to just inform the House here that I am part of a movement called Operation Cleanup. We clean one stretch of the river that flows to the Umkhra. It is called the Umkalia River. We have been doing this since 2019. We have a very good group of people, some school children, some from the universities. IIM Shillong has joined in. We started this movement in 2019, but we continue to do this every fortnight. And every time we go back to the river, we see the same amount of garbage, which includes clothes and everything, syringes, plastics, broken bottles. So we continue to do this because we believe that people need to be made aware by our presence there. And now the local population have also joined in the cleaning drive. Governor Tathagat Roy had once come and was involved in that cleaning drive. And so we invite all in this room to take up cleaning in different parts of the Umkhra River, because unless we do that, our rivers are turning into drains, and we don't seem to be bothered, we just walk past. We have a waste collection system, but we don't use it effectively. So we really need to do a lot of things if we want to see the realization of Gandhi's dreams. Then we come to Lal Bahadur Shastri, the second Prime Minister of India, who also was born on this day in 1904. And as stated by Dr. Tiwari, his slogan, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, had reverberated at that time. And at the time, India was in a war with Pakistan. Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji was a non-corrupt, had a very humble approach to leadership. I think this is what we need to be looking at today when we find that leaders have adopted the persona of rulers. In a democracy, we actually should not have rulers and the ruled, because this is a government of the people, by the people, for the people. As the Home Minister of the country, Shastri Ji introduced the first commission to prevent corruption. These are little known things which I think we need to revive. Because he was against the caste system, he gave up his surname of Srivastav and got the title Shastri when he graduated from Kashi Vidyapit. So these are the great personalities of our country who we unfortunately remember only once a year. I think we need to recall their services to the nation in our schools whenever we find the time to, and that should be all the time. I do not really believe in this once in a year cleaning drive, because this has to be sustainable, it has to be sustained. The latest slogan, Swachhta Hi Seva Hai, is going to end soon. After that, there will be no more activity. And this, I think, is the sad part. This should remain for the whole year, so that all of us are on our feet with the broom, with the bucket, like Gandhi said. With these few words, thank you very much for having me here, and I wish that we carry back home some of these messages.
We are celebrating today as the Swachh Bharat Divas, and it has been 10 years since Swachh Bharat Mission was launched by our Honorable Prime Minister on 2nd of October 2014. And it's 10 years of completion of Swachh Bharat Mission all over the country. So this year there was a special campaign which was launched, which was Swachhta Hi Seva campaign on the 17th of September, which culminates today. So this special campaign was launched with a few objectives in mind. First of all, it was to celebrate the 10 years of Swachh Bharat movement, the entire country and all over our state also. And also there were issues like there were legacy issues, cleanliness legacy issues, and a decision was taken to target them. There were cleanliness target units where all locations which especially required attention were given particular attention over the last 14 days, and a targeted attempt was made to clean them. Swachhta Mein Jan Bhagidari, which was public participation in cleanliness, was another main core of the campaign, in which all over the country, this August audience would be happy to know that all over the country, more than till the 1st of October, till yesterday, more than 15 crore people had participated in the campaign all over the country, and this number is expected after an end of today to go up substantially. Honorable Prime Minister himself is taking part in this campaign as we speak here in Vigyan Bhavan. So, to the point raised by Kong Patricia Mukim is a very valid and pertinent point, ma'am, that should not be a one-day affair or a fortnight affair as we did this Swachhta Hi Seva campaign. However, this campaign is more towards reaffirming our commitment, reaffirming our faith, and renewing our energies for imbibing cleanliness as our way of life, as our motto for the rest of the year. And I hope the campaign which has been launched across the state does manage to do it. Our Honorable Governor himself has led by example today by organizing different events. Raj Bhavan has led by example, and similar events are happening in Tura, led by our Honorable CM. And there is an event happening in Sora as well, led by Honorable Minister Tourism. So different Honorable Minister Animal Husbandry is present in Raj Bhavan for this event. So all over the state, different events are held. Public participation is being ensured, and it is a culmination of a fortnight-long effort, and which we hope to see to sustain over the next year and make a visible change. Under Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, various infrastructure has been brought in place. At least 500 community sanitary complexes have been made all over the state. Our state, as we know, is ODF plus. Now ODF, and more than 5,000 villages are ODF plus. Now we are progressing towards ODF model state. And we have already set up 11 plastic waste management units, and the target is to set up one plastic waste management unit in each block. So there will be almost 46 plastic waste management units across the state. Linkages are being established between sewage treatment facilities being set up in urban centers and sewage treatment required at peri-urban areas. So a substantial amount of work and substantial amount of funds have gone into cleanliness in the state, and result is also Meghalaya is considered one of, at least visual cleanliness wise, in the rural areas of the state are considered to be one of the cleanest in the country. And we also have the cleanest village and the cleanest river. However, as Patricia rightly pointed out, there are issues which we, especially in urban areas, we face regarding cleanliness. So with these events, we hope that we will ensure higher public participation, and inspired by the leadership provided by our Honorable Governor, by our Honorable CM, by luminaries like Kong Patricia and other civil society members, the people at large, including officials, will reform our faith towards the golden words of our father of a nation, Mahatma Gandhi, that cleanliness is next to godliness.
I consider it a great privilege to be standing before you to speak. This is the first time in the history of Meghalaya and probably in the history of the Northeast that the Kasturba Gandhi ashrams are being invited. And for that, I would like to thank the Governor and Dr. Bidya Tiwari that the ashrams and the inmates have been invited. This takes me back to 1942, when the war was waging in Europe and India was drawn into the war. And Gandhiji had made a call saying that please do not make us a part of this war if you don't want to be a part of this war. And told the British that kindly quit India. This was the famous Quit India movement. And on my left is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. He too in the meanwhile had escaped and had gone to Germany and then to Japan and formed the Azad Hind Fauza, the Indian National Army, trying to fight the British. So there were two things that were happening. One was that the Congress was saying, quit India, and in the process we are going to oppose you, and if it is required, we are going to die for it. So it was a do or die call. In the first time in a non-violent movement that Gandhi was using the call of do or die. And the entire Congress leadership was put into jail. And they didn't want to instigate too much of violence. So Gandhiji, his wife Kasturba, they were put, which was supposed to be a golden jail, that was the Aga Khan Palace. So saying that they are not in jail, they are in a palace, but it was a prison. And in 1944, Kasturba died. And it was a huge blow to Gandhiji. And it was decided that something would have to be done in her memory. And that was when the Kasturba National Memorial Trust with Gandhiji as the president was formed. Interestingly, it was also decided that Gandhi was going to be 75 years soon. And they would gift him a purse. And each Congress worker was asked to give 1 rupee each. And they were thinking that they'll gather 75 lakh rupees and give it to Gandhi. But when the day for the birthday came, they had, some accounts say that they had crossed 80 lakhs, some say they had touched 1 crore rupees. So the purse was given to Gandhi. And there was, this was given by Sarojini Naidu. And they were saying that what is it that we should do with this purse? And it was the first corpus fund for the Kasturba Gandhi National Memorial Trust with Gandhi as the president. And he was saying that what should this Kasturba Gandhi National Memorial Trust do? And they said that we'll work for the women and the children. They said that the hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. So they wanted to work for the women and the children. So Gandhiji asked for one volunteer from each of the states of India. And from Assam, there was a very, very prominent Gandhian couple. The father was Dr. Hare Krishna Das. He was a doctor based out of Guwahati. And his wife was Hemaprabha Das. She was an educationist. And they had a daughter whose name was Amalprabha Das, Amalprabha Baido. And Amalprabha Das was the first lady from the Northeast to have done her master's in chemistry, MSc chemistry in Calcutta University. She was a very, very gifted and a gold medalist. So she decided to devote her life to Gandhi. So she went to Gandhi, and Gandhi told her that you'll have to start this Kasturba Gandhi ashrams. So she came to Guwahati, and her father donated 40 acres of land. And the Horanya ashrams, which is in Guwahati, was made on the land that was donated by Hare Krishna Das. So in 1945, Gandhi himself came, and he told Amalprabha Das to gather a group of girls who would lead the change in the Northeast. That at that time, Northeast was known as Assam. And he got together 7 young girls who Gandhi would train. And amongst those 7 was my aunt, my father's younger sister, Hemo Kakoti. So I heard it from her because I had interviewed her and even made a documentary on those ashrams. And she told me that on the day, just like we lit a lamp, Gandhiji lit a lamp, gathered those 7 people around him and said, today I'm lighting this lamp. And with this, the light of this lamp has to be spread all over the Northeast. And you are going to train people to live better lives, to become better Indians. And in 1946, the first Kasturba Gram Sevika Training Center started in Guwahati. And after that, there were centers that were opened all over the Northeast. Both my father, who was a freedom fighter, and my aunt, who was with Amalprabha Das, they traveled all over. And it is said that Amalprabha Baido, those days there were no roads, and she was very good at driving a jeep. So they would travel to Nagaland, to Mizoram, to Meghalaya, different parts of Assam, Arunachal, and they ended up having centers in all the states. But the centers that were opened in Nagaland and in Mizoram, they suffered a lot during the insurgency period. And the Nagaland ones became the Gandhi Center, which was taken over by somebody who was sent by Jayaprakash Narayan to work in the Northeast, Natwar Bhai Thakkar. So Natwar Thakkar's centers were taken where the Kasturba Gandhi Ashram had started. The ones in Mizoram closed, but I'm happy to say that there are 22 ashrams which are still there. They are essentially dynamos that are driving those remote areas. We have 4 of them in Meghalaya. One is on the way to Cherrapunji, you'll see. It's in Light Craw. There's one in Tuber. There is one in Jambal, and there is one in Magopara, which are in, the last 2 are in the Garo Hills. So they are working in the field of maternal health. They are working for children's education. They're working in the field of adult education. They are giving livelihood training. They are teaching people how to weave, how to produce clothes. And they are giving food processing and fruit preservation training. They also run a small dispensary, and they are doing this as a matter of pride for the nation. Because Gandhi had put a talisman saying that somebody had gone to him and asked, what is it that I should do for my country? And he answered saying that, please remember the poorest of the poor Indians that you have met and ask yourself, how is your action going to make a difference in that individual's life? If your action is going to make a difference, do it. If it's not going to make a difference, please don't go ahead. I was very, very happy and touched today when the Honorable Governor, as he was going through the exhibition, told me that if there is anything that these ashrams need, any help that it needs, he and his office would be very, very willing to do so. Thank you very much for that offer. Just the offer is making us feel emboldened to go ahead, because times are difficult, but these centers, these Kendras, which have been there for 70 years, 75 years, they need all the help and support so that they can become the catalyst for change that India so desperately needs. So they are here. They would be performing some bhajans and also the Sutra Yajna, where they cut thread from cotton. They're going to show us how they do it. So with these few words, I would like to thank all of you for your patience. The country needs us to go ahead. This, like it was said in an American context, but in India it's equally applicable. Ask not what the country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
The favorite bhajan of the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, which is the immortal composition of the 15th century Gujarati poet Narsi Mehta, emphasizing the virtues of the Vaishnav code of life. Vaishnav literally means one who worships Lord Vishnu, where the word really stands for a person who has the qualities of an ideal human being. Vaishnav Janato.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। पर दुखे उपकार करे तो ये मन अभिमान न आने रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। सकल लोक मां सहुने वंदे निंदा नगरे केणी रे। वाज काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तेणी रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे। समदृष्टि ने कृष्णा त्यागी पर स्त्री जेने मात रे। जीवा थकी असत्य न बोले पर धन नव झाले हाथ रे। वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीड़ पराई जाने रे।
When the British came to India, the contribution of India to the world GDP was about 25%. That's 1757. By the time they left in 1947, our GDP had gone down to less than 2% of the world GDP because the British had completely looted India. And Gandhi's response was that we will become Atmanirbhar. We will manufacture our own clothes. We will manufacture everything that we need. So this is a demonstration of how cotton is made into thread and this thread will be used to weave clothes. Gandhiji left his three-piece suit that he had come with when he came to India, and he started wearing one simple hand-woven cloth, and he was known as the naked fakir. And for the rest of his life, he never went back to that suit. He wore only that hand-woven cloth. And this is a demonstration of how cotton is made into thread, and he made it into a popular movement. And by that, the British were very, very angry and affected. But this was the beginning of Indian independence, the charkha and the spinning of thread. Swadeshi, the Swadeshi movement.
The governor handed over checks worth rupees 1,11,000 each of financial assistance to the 4 Gandhi Kendras, the Laikroa Kasturba Gram Seva Kendra, Tuber Kasturba Gram Seva Kendra, Jambal Kasturba Gram Seva Kendra, and the Magupara Kasturba Gram Seva Kendra as part of Gandhi Jayanti. Paying homage to the builders of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi and Lal Bahadur Shastri, Sri Vijay Shankar stated that we are motivated to fulfill the dream for India as envisioned by Gandhiji and other prominent figures of the country. He expressed his delight to see the number of people of Meghalaya who visited the Raj Bhavan during the day. He added that such meaningful programs will be organized in the days to come at the Raj Bhavan for the benefit of the general public.
the Kong Patricia and Raji has said many things, so much about the Swachh Bharat, the cleanliness. Until unless we have been taken, will be taken our own responsibility and accountability that we are the ambassador of the cleanliness of the Swachh Bharat, we cannot reach our goal. We have to take a personally for the Swachh Bharat and the cleanliness as the ambassador. Wherever we go, wherever we are located, wherever we are staying, we should be ambassador. Then only we'll get the collective responsibility that one day we'll make, not only Meghalaya, one of the cleanest states in the country, even the whole country will be a cleanliness. So we need everybody sincerely your contributions to make it happen. So they have talked much about the cleanliness. I'd like to share a little bit of parts of our Father of Nations. Today we are all assembled here. We are gathering here to celebrate and observe the 155th birthday of our Father of Nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji. 155 years is gone. But still we are not following the path of Mahatma Gandhi. Still, non-violence, which is his teaching, the non-violence. What today we have seen everywhere is a violence. Yesterday I saw in the news that Iran had released a missile to Israel. That is, we are appointed the hatred. We are sowing the seed of hatred among all the community. How we can live in this kind of environment? We need at any cost. You should be a good human being and also at the same time a being human. Not enough only to be only human being. You have to be a being human to serve to our state, to serve our country, to make this world a better place to live in for you, for me, and for everyone. Until and unless we are all, bold enough to speak the truth. Today we have seen, if you take it in totality, the 95% of the population in our country, 95% of populations of our states of Meghalaya, population of the state of Meghalaya, we are the peace-loving citizens. But where we are the 95%? Only the 5% are controlling and ruling our life. We should not allow this to happen. If you, me, we fight together, definitely we are going to achieve our goal.
Raj Bhavan under Swachhata Hi Seva Abhiyan in association with National Book Trust and Central Bureau of Communications, Shillong. NCC cadets and other schools across the district of East Khasi Hills participated in both the events. The wait is over now. After an intense competition, we are excited to announce the results. First, let's reveal the winners of the drawing competition. There are 3 categories. Class 1 to 5, topic was Mahatma Gandhi. 6 to 10, Swachhata Hi Seva hai. And 10 above, topic was nutrition due to Poshan Ma. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to invite the Honorable Governor of Meghalaya, Shri C.H. Vijay Shankar, to the stage to give the prizes. Sir.
The governor gave away the prizes and certificates to the winners of essay writing and art competitions organized by the CBC Shillong, the National Book Trust of India, in association with the District Education Office on the themes of Swachhta and Poshan, meaning nutrition, among the students of schools of East Khasi Hills.
It is a occasion to great personalities. One is Mahatma Gandhi, another one is Lal Bahadur Shastri. Just by remembering them, Mahatma Gandhi is not going to be benefited. No need for them. And Mr. Lal Bahadur Shastri, if at all we are going to remember that legendary personality, great visionary, a wonderful politician, just by remembering them, recall the memories, their contribution, their dedication to the nation, they are not going to be benefited. Ultimately, this is all only because of we people. What was their dream when became independent? What was the dream of those people who have been sacrificed so much to this nation? In that way, we should make to ourselves to understand our responsibilities, our commitment, our contribution to the society as well as to the nation. As soon as I came here as a governor, myself I thought this Raj Bhavan should be open to each and every common man. A common man must be in a position to come to Raj Bhavan, and he should also participate in the programs and functions going to be conducted by Raj Bhavan. You should be aware what is happening here. Another thing, I myself I decided the doors of Raj Bhavan should be open to everybody, whoever wished to come here. And ultimately, Honorable Prime Minister told me, when I met them, you see, Mr. Vijay Shankar, ultimately you must be a common man's governor. You must have to reach each and every one in Meghalaya. That you keep it in mind. And other side, when I met Mahamayim Rashtrapati ji, Honorable President of this nation, they told me another thing. You see, Mr. Vijay Shankar, now you are in Meghalaya. Meghalaya जनता पेड़ को भगवान मानते हैं, पेड़ को भगवान मानते हैं. Very honest people, Meghalaya people. If at all once they trust you, they sacrifice anything for you people. The people belongs to Meghalaya. Once they trust you, they believe in you, they sacrifice anything for you people that you remember. You be honest with them in giving service, and whatever you wish to contribute to Meghalaya. In that way, your service to the Meghalaya should be remembered forever. In that way, we decided each and every program which are supposed to be conducted here, either it is a program belongs to state of Meghalaya, either this is the program our functions belongs to the nation. All the programs, all the people belongs to Meghalaya. They should be part of it. They should be part of it. They are supposed to be participate. It is only we being the dignitaries and top level people assemble and conduct, finish the formalities and go away. No, this is not the way. This is not the way. Until unless we reach to a common man, make him to understand his responsibilities, and ultimately he makes me understand my commitment and my responsibility. Holding only the position, do not serve anything that you have to keep it in mind. You should serve the purpose. Holding any of the position at any level, ultimately you should serve the purpose. In that way, ultimately, myself and our Rajbhavan staff, we decided whatever the programs we are supposed to conduct here, you should be meaningful, you should be useful, and we should reach to each and every person of Meghalaya, citizen of Meghalaya. In that way, it is a small thought had come to our mind related to 2nd of October. So accordingly, we were able to see many of the programs since morning to till now. Till now. I have heard many of the speeches here. I have heard many of the speeches here related to today's program, today's function. The importance of 2nd of October. I am really very much inspired by the madam's speech. A wonderful speech today they have given. This speech should be heard by the at national level. And the speech, what you have been addressed here, it has really inspired me. Your commitment, dedication towards the nation, really it is wonderful. We are really very grateful to you. And whenever the time permits, all the times you are going to be invited here. You are going to be part of the programs being conducted by the Rajbhavan. And many of them who have been participated, they are able to get prizes today. They have been awarded. Any of the awardee, you take them, there is a dedication. There is a dedication. There is an effort. There is a hard work. There is a hard work. Without that, nothing can be achieved in this life. If at all you wish to achieve anything, first of all, it needs commitment. Second thing, it needs concern towards the issue and needs effort. Concern, commitment, and ultimately effort. It will lead to anything. You can achieve anything. They are the standing example before we people. That too, Lal Bahadur Shastri, the second Prime Minister of this country, one of the most honest politician in the country, most honest politician. Whatever the slogans we used to hear today, Jai Jawan, many of the Jawans are here. Their sacrifice, always we have to remember. If at all any of the Prime Ministers taken the names of Jawan, he is the first Prime Minister. He was supposed to understand the sacrifices of the soldiers. In that way, Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji, he given a slogan to the nation. First is Jawan. If at all he is able to protect we people in the border, we are safe here. We are safe here. Otherwise, we are not safe here. Only because of their contribution, sacrifice, we are able to see a peaceful life here. So in that way, Jai Jawan. Second thing is Jai Kisan. Jai Kisan. This is a slogan given by Honorable Prime Minister of this country. In that way, I don't want to say any more big speech given to me here. If at all I am going to address all that, it takes another half an hour time. No need. The importance already being told by many of the dignitaries. They spoken better than anybody, even better than me. And whatever the message was supposed to give it to you people related to today's function, the importance of today's function, already it is being given by many of the dignitaries here. Whoever had come here on whatever the actually invitation given to you people on behalf of the Raj Bhavan, you have been accepted, and ultimately you had come here and you are part of this function. And as if you have been accepted, the invitation given by the Raj Bhavan, accordingly, you have been participated in this function. Really, I am really thankful to you. I am very grateful to you. And part two, since morning, heavy rain was there. Heavy rain was there. We were supposed to go to the park, take plantation there. It was highly important. It was a very, very difficult task. But I have seen the people here, they never bothered, care for rain. Some of the age-old people, they were the part. Not less than, I think, today morning, Swachhata Run, I think more than 2,000 people, they have been participated. And see the beauty, first I had gone to park for plantation. When I had come back to Raj Bhavan, and many of the young people who were supposed to be participated in this Swachhata Run, you see, the governor, he was supposed to be outside the Raj Bhavan. And rest of the people, they were all inside the Raj Bhavan. That is the beauty of the program today. Because earlier to that, they had come to Raj Bhavan, more than 2,000 people. They were all inside the Raj Bhavan. When we had come, we and our officers, we were supposed to stand out. And all the rest of the people, they were inside the Raj Bhavan. Ultimately, I felt myself, temporarily we are here, permanently this Raj Bhavan belongs to you people. In that way, whoever participated today's Swachhata Run and rest of the other, this painting and essay writing and many of the programs to encourage you people, the inherent talent, nobody knows, that inherent talent, it should come out. Only because of that, all the programs since yesterday till today morning, whatever we have been conducted, only because we should know what is your strength, what is your capacity, and what is your commitment, how you are going to participate, and how you are going to take advantage out of the actually opportunity given to you people at this time. So really, this is the first time we thought to conduct this program in that way. In coming days, we decided to make it more meaningful, more useful, and many of the common people, they should come and participate in each and every programs in the coming days. In that way, definitely we are going to plan ourselves. Ultimately, any program we are going to conduct, it should be meaningful. Not only it should be meaningful, it should be useful. Not only it should be useful, it should reach to everybody. That is the main concern and that is the main motto. And again, I wish all of you good luck. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.